So Fortnite has had a good amount of collab SMGs ever since Chapter 2 Season 1, so in this video I want to rank all 7 of them from worst to best. But before we get into it, I'd appreciate it if you'd like and subscribe to help me reach 6,000 subs by the end of the year. Now without further delay, let's get into it. In 7th place is Bender's Shiny Metal Ray Gun, and I'm pretty sure this is just a reskin version of Zig and Choppy's Ray Gun, which wasn't a very good weapon by itself, and what this gun does is it shoots a continuous blast until it overheats, and it has a DPS of 196 with 13 damage a hit and 7 structure damage. Also has a fire rate of 15, which is a very good fire rate, and also the only good stat this item has. The rest is pretty bad. 196 damage is horrible for an SMG. 13 damage a hit is also not very good, but the high fire rate can make up for that a bit. But the fact that it only does 7 damage to builds mean you can't even use it to apply pressure because you're just going to be cycling the builds. The gun also has infinite ammo, which is a nice bonus, but I never have any problems with ammo unless it's rockets, so that's just a pretty small bonus. And also the gun doesn't really have a place in the game. It's just a very bad gun all around. In 6th place is the E11 blaster, and we all remember the reputation this thing has from all the May the 4th updates. This gun is extremely inaccurate and just mid. It has a DPS of 188 and deals 33 damage a hit. The fire rate is 5.7, so it's a slow shooting, high damaging SMG, and I'm kind of confused as to why it's not labeled as an AR, because it feels way more like an AR than an SMG, especially reading off these stats. But anyways, the cooldown time is only 1.8 seconds, which is pretty fast, and also does 31 damage to build, so you can apply some pressure with it. And also, since it's infinite ammo, you don't have to worry about conserving ammo while spamming builds with it. The accuracy is the only really big problem here. The rest is pretty much just mid. In 5th place is the CR2 blaster, and this has a DPS of 225 and deals 18 damage a hit and has a fire rate of 12.5, so this thing just shreds and shoots at the speed of light pretty much. It can be a bit hard to use because of just how fast it shoots, but once you get used to it, it can just shred people. It also does 15 damage to builds, and since the fire rate is so high, you can apply some good pressure to the builds by just spamming it. And also, this item can pretty much only be used close range because it's not accurate like at all from far away, and the damage fall off will make it do like 9 damage a hit. But this is a very good weapon for spamming the life out of someone and spamming builds. And the cooldown time is only 1.56 seconds, so it's extremely fast to reload to get right back to blasting people with this thing. And this doesn't have anything to do with its ranking, but I like the green blast it shoots. I think they look pretty cool. In 4th place is the F11D blaster, and this is genuinely just the E11 blaster but 10 times better. It has good accuracy, so the main problem is fixed, and the DPS is 187 and it deals 129 damage a hit. The fire rate is 6.45, which is pretty fast for an AR SMG hybrid, and also it can be used to get some great damage off because 29 damage a hit is very good for an SMG. The cooldown is 1.88 seconds, which is pretty fast, and it deals 26 damage to build, so you can just apply some good pressure with it. And since the cooldown speed is fast, you can continuously shoot and just prevent someone from healing, which can give you the advantage in every fight. And also, this is just the E11 blaster but just done right. In 3rd place is Captain Phasma's F11D blaster, and this is the mythic version of the F11D, and for some reason it has a different model, but it's just an upgraded version of it. Like, I'm not complaining at all. It has a DPS of 199.5 and also deals 30 damage a hit with a fire rate of 6.65, so it does a ton of damage for an SMG, and also it can just be used to shred people. The cooldown is 1.88 seconds, so it's pretty good there. And also keep in mind this came with the Captain Phasma medallion, so you can like reload it even faster. And also it dealt 28 damage to build, which means you can just destroy people with builds with this thing. And also it's just the F11D but even better. In 2nd place is Gwenpool's dual micro SMGs, and we're finally getting off the Star Wars items here. And this had a DPS of 251 and dealt 14 damage a hit with an insane fire rate of 17.95, which absolutely shreds everything. And also for such a high fire rate, getting 14 damage a hit is actually pretty good because you can just vaporize people before they even know it. And also the mag size of 32, so you can just shoot for a good bit and get a ton of damage off before having to reload for 1.62 seconds, which is pretty fast for an SMG. Then you can just keep shooting this insane weapon, and the structure damage is 13 a hit, and because you shoot so fast, it doesn't matter how much damage you do because the pressure will still be applied because of how fast you're shooting. And this gun is just the pinnacle of shooting fast but low damage. And also it's just a great mythic all around. But in 1st place is the Snoop Dogg drum gun, and this gun is just incredible and definitely worth fighting the Snoop Dogg boss for. It has a DPS of 250 and deals 25 damage a hit, and it has a fire rate of 10, so it's basically just an AR that shoots very fast. And also has the best of both worlds, being a fast fire rate and also good damage, and the mag size is 40, so you can just shoot it for a good while. And also the reload time is 2.7 seconds, which is alright. Like, it's not bad, it's not good, but the huge mag makes up for it. And also it deals 25 damage to build, so you can just spam as much as you need to get into a box, either take the builder to apply some pressure to stop them from healing or rezzing. So this gun is just perfect and can be used close to medium range, which is great for an SMG, and so I'd say it easily takes 1st place. But that's the end of my video. If you enjoyed it, I'd appreciate it if you'd like and subscribe to help me reach 6,000 subs by the end of the year. Also comment on other videos in the future. And lastly, Cash Henry has some extra money you can give, but that's not funny. Goodbye.